This is the way. What is up, you guys? It's the Iron Mandalorian. Welcome back to another vlog on my channel, and today I'm very excited to say it is my first Q&A vlog on my channel. I'm so excited about this. I got some really good questions asked to me. Unfortunately, only by 2 people, but they asked a lot of questions, and there's some really good ones too. So, gonna go through those, answer them. Now, you may have seen the title of the video. I hope you did. One of the questions was based on relationship status. So we will be addressing that because it's one of the questions and I feel comfortable answering it. I think that's going to be definitely the last question to answer because I feel like that's like the most important one, the biggest one, you know, so save the best for last, right? But if you guys want to hear me answer that question, stay till the end of the vlog. Please do not cheat and fast forward to the end to just see the answer because the rest of the questions I got asked were actually some pretty good ones. So you might want to hear the answers to those too. But I think we should just get right into it and start with these questions. So, first question that I'm going to address, actually first 2 from the same person. So you may remember her from the End of the Lion King vlog a little while back on the channel. But Caroline asked me, first question, top 10 favorite Star Wars characters. Now you guys know me. I love Star Wars. Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, DC, Transformers, any of them really. It's you guys know me. I'm a big nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. But top 10 Star Wars characters. Now this is just going to be a list off the top of my head. Not probably super accurate as it goes on, but I'm going to do the best I can. Obviously number 1 for me is The Mandalorian. I mean, how could you not have The Mandalorian as top favorite? I mean, he's awesome. There's just no words to describe, really, just in the amount of time that I have. Mandalorian's number 1, that's for sure. Number 2, you guys might be a little surprised on this one, but Darth Maul. Especially Clone Wars into Rebels era Maul. His storyline gets so much deeper, and it widens the array of his character so much once they brought him back into those series after Phantom Menace. And, like, Phantom Menace, he's barely in it. I mean, first of all, it's the first character in the movies to have a double-bladed lightsaber, which I'm sure fans loved. But he's barely in it. And, you know, you don't get to see much of him until pretty much that big fight at the end of the movie, and then he's chopped in half. So, yeah, Maul's character just, he just gets so much better once they brought him back. Number 3, probably Grogu. Baby Yoda, I mean, there's not much else to say. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. He's literally Baby Yoda. He's awesome. Number 4 is probably Adult Yoda. I mean, Adult Yoda, he's pretty great. You know what? I'm going to amend my statement. 3 is probably Kylo Ren. 4 is Grogu. 5 is Yoda. I mean, Kylo Ren's awesome. I mean, crossguard lightsaber, I got nothing against it. I think it's great. Practically, if it were to ignite while on his belt, that could cause some problems. Now, number 6. This one took some thought for these next 3, 6, 7, and 8. But number 6 is probably going to be Hondo Ohnaka. Guys, if you have not watched the Clone Wars or the Rebels series, you really need to watch them. Because Hondo Ohnaka is, you know what? Because Hondo Ohnaka is the greatest of all pirates in Star Wars, and he is voiced by the famous actor Jim Cummings, and in my opinion, he is my personal hero of voice actors. I draw much inspiration from what he does for a business. There you go. If you have not watched my Hondo Ohnaka voice impression short, you really should. It was pretty fun. Anyway. Number 7. Number 7 is probably going to be Boba Fett. And I have no sides taken here with Book of Boba Fett version or classic. I do not care. Boba Fett is awesome. Like, besides The Mandalorian, I mean, you put those 2 in a fight, which they kind of already did. Maybe, just a little. I don't know. It would be cool to see them actually fight. I'm just saying, like, they never really show them having a full-on fight in The Mandalorian or Boba Fett series. But I think that would be really cool. But who would you guys think would win? Comment down below if you have an opinion on that. But Boba Fett has got to be number 7. Number 8 is probably Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka, I mean, literally a Clone Wars specific character. I have no words. Ahsoka's character is just great. I loved the Ahsoka series on Disney+. I thought that was a great way to expand her storyline and bring the Rebels characters back. I mean, I heard some feedback about that show that was not so positive, and honestly, I'm ignoring it, because those people, in my opinion, they're crazy. So number 9, you guys, again, 9 and 10, those took a little bit to think about, but number 9 is probably going to be Captain Rex. Rex's character, I mean, especially into Season 7 of the Clone Wars, and the relationship between him and Ahsoka, that is probably one of my most favorite things about the Clone Wars series. I absolutely love it. And then number 10, Luke Skywalker. Now, Luke Skywalker, he's great. Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, definitely my favorite of the original series of movies. But Episode 8 just really brought Luke into a letdown area. I mean, I feel like he let down a lot of fans in Episode 8. That's the Star Wars movie we don't talk about. That is the Bruno of Star Wars movies. Anyway, that's my top 10. If you guys disagree on any of them or think I should swap any of the characters around, again, comment down below, let me know. Now, the second question was also from Caroline. And this one, I'm biased on it, okay? And you'll understand why. But the next question is, favorite song in Girls of Summer. Now, if you did not see the last theater vlog I did, really should watch that one, or both of them. It was 2 weekends, so 2 videos. But you guys really should watch those. They were some really special videos. But my favorite number in Girls Summer, obviously, I have to say, Where Are the Men? Where Are the Men was such an amazing number, and we always joked about it with the directors, saying that the show is literally about the Rockford Peaches, and the guys have such a small role in that show, but with how Where Are the Men went, that was going to be a number that the audience remembered out of the majority of the show. That's what we kept saying, and I definitely think that we left that impact. It was a great number. Plus, it was my first time being in a number that was just me and, like, the entire group of guys in one of the shows. Like, we always joke that the girls outnumber the guys 1,000 to 1 at the studio, and it's true. It is very true. So it's a very small group of guys who do these shows. But it was just so fun getting to be in a number that was just all the guys, period. I thought that was great. It was a really fun number, especially the all guys kick line. That was so much fun. Now, the rest of these questions are going to be from a vlog favorite, though her appearances have been short and only twice, 3 times, I don't even know, I lost track. Definitely a favorite on the channel. Love having her on the videos. I know she loves her cameos. But the rest of these questions are going to be from Emily, who, again, you guys probably remember her from the studio videos because that's when her cameos are on the channel. So, her first 2 questions were, and I love these first 2 questions because they're really good ones, and I could go so much further into detail on these, but bit of a time issue on the video, and I have to edit this after I'm done. So, anyway, first question was thoughts about the studio. Just general thoughts. And I am totally fine with sharing that. I have really nothing bad to say whatsoever. I really don't. You guys already heard me say what I said about Girls Summer and how the girls in studio outnumber the guys 1,000 to 1. I just think that's so funny because it's true. But my general thoughts about the studio is, for me, it's like a second home. I mean, it really is. I guess you could say third home because I did gymnastics first and that was my second home first. But studio has become such an amazing part of my life, and I am so grateful every day that I finally worked up the courage to start doing theater. I've been told all my life that I should get into theater. Like, the second I could talk and started singing, it was definitely a must, but I turned it down because up until last year, I was deathly afraid of performing in front of others. And my very first audition with studio, which was for The Music Man, which I did not get to finish, as you guys probably know. I've mentioned this before because my knee injury. But that first audition was my first time singing in front of others, like actually singing in front of others out loud, face to face, and I was so nervous. I still get nervous when I audition. I got another audition coming up. I'm really excited about it, but I know I'm going to be nervous. But it's fun, and I love it. I love the experience. The rehearsal process is always a great joy, mainly because of the chaos that ensues backstage or just during the rehearsals. Yeah, it's fun. I definitely cannot wait to do these next shows that I'm hopefully going to try and do. I know I'm auditioning for this next upcoming one. I can't tell you guys what it is, but it makes me very happy that the studio is doing this show. But anyway, that's my general thoughts about studio. I love being there, love the shows, love the people, love the directors. Everybody there is just amazing. It's really second family. That's all I can say. And I know that friends of mine from studio are probably going to see this video. And you guys, those thoughts include you. I would have not felt like I belong if it wouldn't have been for the positive response you guys gave me. And I am every day so grateful for that. So thank you. Now, the next question, also from Emily. The rest of these questions are going to be from Emily, and I'm not complaining about that. She asked some really good questions. But the next question is, have I ever thought about the Disney College Program, aka the DCP? Yes, I have thought greatly about the DCP, especially since I started doing college, and because it's literally Disney College Program. But the DCP, what I've really been thinking about is they have an entire building on campus dedicated to teaching people in the program how to be an Imagineer. And I love the work the Imagineers do. I love it. Now, robotics has been a great love of mine for a long time. Now, that was before I started doing theater. I still love robotics, but ever since I started doing theater, that kind of opened up a new part of me, or a part that was with me, but really just locked up and I didn't want to acknowledge it. I love singing, I love acting, just the general gist of theater. As you guys have seen on my channel, I've been doing voice impressions, dancing, singing recently, and that has been honestly a big step for me, just putting it out there that I can do that. But DCP, yes, I would love to do it. Maybe at some point. It would require me to move to Florida, or at least live there for a while. But not that I'm complaining, because I would be able to go to Disney. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, DCP, definitely a big thought in my life, especially since I started doing college. And I think I might try and figure out how to go through with it maybe some point in the future. Hopefully near future. I'm hoping so. Now, I'm going to mention that most of Emily's questions, or at least a good portion of them, have centered around Disney. And these are some good questions, especially for me. I am a Disney kid, and I am happy to say that. Now, the next question, and I got the list of questions right over here, so I'm just going to, if you just see me glance over here, it's just because I'm making sure I read the questions correctly. But, yeah, if Disney were to add another park, where would you put it? Now, that is a very good question. And honestly, I don't know. Because, think about it. Florida, California, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Paris. Like, those are some pretty good spots as is. Oh, and Aulani. I can't believe I forgot that one. That's number 6. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't. I can't say I have an opinion on where I would put another park. Now, I know what my sister would say. Maybe. My sister loves Texas. So if she got asked that question, I think she'd probably say put a Disney park in Texas, because that would give her another reason to go there more often. But for me, Maybe, no, that would never work. But okay, I would love it if Disney built a park near Chicago. Like, that'd be closer to me. I wouldn't have to fly to it. I could just drive and go to Disney. It would definitely bring a lot more population to areas around Chicago. But yeah, I would love it if there was a Disney park near me. That would be amazing. Now, the next question, this one is a no-brainer for me, obviously. I mean, you guys know me. This is a no-brainer. But favorite Disney World ride and why? Now, this is a no-brainer, obviously. Star Wars: The Rise of the Resistance. That is my favorite ride. It is very self-explanatory as to why it is my favorite ride. However, I'll give some detail. Okay, honestly, I can't. The whole ride is an experience, you guys, okay? From the point where you enter that first cave, you see all the computers and the props and the costumes and I can't. There's no way I can sum up why I love that ride. You guys can probably guess, but yeah. Okay, favorite parts of the ride, though, probably the giant thing of stormtroopers in the Star Destroyer. Oh, and the Star Destroyer experience is so cool. But the stormtroopers and the AT-ATs. Now, some of you may say AT-AT. No, that's not the proper pronunciation of it. Over the years, it's been addressed as AT-AT, even in the movies or shows. I can't remember which one. It could be both. But yeah, those two are my favorite parts of the ride, especially after I found out that some of those stormtroopers are real people. Like, that is so cool. There's a good portion of them that are animatronics, but there are some that are actual people in costumes, and I would love to do that. Only problem would be I'd have to stand there for a long time just like this, holding my blaster. Like, I don't know. I'd love to be one of the stormtroopers that walks around the park. Like, that walks around Galaxy's Edge. That would be so fun. Because the interactions I've had with the stormtroopers, it's been so funny. Now, this next question, this is... If I start getting teary-eyed, don't judge. I won't. But it could happen. This next question, it's... Yeah. This one hits hard. Bestest friends and why they are significant to you. Now, Emily, these questions you have asked me have been great. And Caroline, the first two questions you asked me were great too. But this one, oh boy, this one's hard. I don't even know, because I don't know if the people I consider my best friends would consider me the same way. Because for me, it's kind of a both ways kind of thing. Like, it kind of has to be simultaneous. But the people I would consider my bestest friends, I mean, I don't want anybody feeling hurt if I leave them out. But, yeah. I'm just going to list it and know that you guys are still my friends. Just, see, I hate making lists like this because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings by leaving them out. But it really focuses on who I've spent more time with and who I've had a bigger connection with. That's what it boils down to for me. So, for me, it's probably going to be... I mean, I don't know. There's some people that I haven't had on the channel, but I consider them my best friends that you guys wouldn't know because they haven't been on the videos. So, I can't really list them. But, I can definitely tell you who my best friends are, who I consider my best friends at Studio, definitely. So, definitely got to give a shout out to Leah and Emily. Both been on the videos. Emily, obviously, is the one who asked the question. But, Leah and Emily, you guys have been great friends just from the get-go. I remember getting to know both of you actually only over text, which was so funny. That kind of is what started the relationship. But, yeah, at Disney, even. You guys definitely made an impact when we first started talking. Gotta give a shout out to the Hursts, who have all been on the channel. You guys are great. I love hanging out with you guys. Being in the shows with you at studio has been an absolute pleasure. Just a joy. It's been great. Now, they aren't doing any studio shows, at least anymore that I know of right now, but Isaac and Sam, you guys probably remember them from Christmas Story video and Beauty and the Beast video, but both of them have been so great, and they are true friends of mine. Definitely got to give a shout out to Andrew. Andrew has been a great friend pretty much from the start of my time with studio, at least Christmas Story, because I didn't really meet any of the guys at studio when I started with Music Man. I mean, I was still getting into it. I was pretty shy, and I was really just the silent kid. I mean, everybody was nice. I just didn't know how to respond because I didn't know anybody. But Andrew, yeah, dude, you've definitely been a friend, and it's been great hanging out with you, and I can't wait to do this next show with you. I hope we get in. If we do, I can't wait. Know that I am not listing you guys by how I feel about you. This is just a general list, okay? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to announce that. I am not making this list because of, like, level. I am just listing off the top of my head. Like, they just keep coming to me, and I'm like, okay, this, and this. That's it. I am not listing because of level. Andre. I mean, Andre, you guys remember him. He was in Christmas Story. He was in Beauty and the Beast. He was in Lion King. Was not in Girls of Summer because he was on vacation. And I wish he would have done Girls of Summer. I wish he could have been able to. Dude would have loved it. He would have loved it. But yeah, Andre has been a great friend since Christmas Story, and I'm so glad I met him. But yeah, that's who I'd consider to answer your question, Emily. But yeah, that's who I'd consider. Again, that list was not based on level of likes or feelings. Just listing them off the top of my head. Do not feel left out and do not feel hurt by where I listed you or just when I said your name. Just don't. So the last two, I know you guys are dying to hear the answer to the final question. I know you are. But we have one more to get to, then we'll hit that last one. This question, there is so much that I could say about this one. And yeah. What got you into theater? Yeah. Gotta give credit to my mom and my sister. Mostly my mom. No offense to Ellie, but mostly my mom. She has pushed me, as I have mentioned, to do theater since I started talking, since I started singing. It has been nonstop. And I am so sorry. I have to give an apology. I am so sorry that I waited so long to get into theater. But again, I was terrified of singing in front of other people or just talking in front of other people like that. Like stage fright, it was a big part of my life. But yeah, what got me into theater, big credit to my mom, credit to my sister because she talked about it too. Now, this is what really pushed me over the edge though. When I saw the studio's production of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, that's what pushed me over the edge. Now, my sister was in the studio's production of High School Musical. We don't talk about that one, though, because apparently it was a train wreck. There's been some differing opinions on that account, but the majority of the people I've talked to, they say it was a train wreck. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Now, the other show, Joseph, that one was just amazing. That show, I mean, props to the studio. That was awesome. But that show was the one that really pushed me over the top for wanting to do it. I saw that show and I was like, I have to do this. This is something I have to try. I had no idea what studio was until I went to see High School Musical. But once I saw Joseph, I was like, yeah, this has got to be the one. So then, yeah, I started with Music Man, and then Neandry, then went on with Christmas Story, and then it's been going on since there. There's not really much else to say. I just loved the energy and how much fun they had on stage with Joseph. Like, that was really the one that got me into it. But yeah, anyway, the moment you've all been waiting for. Thoughts about college, life ahead, kids, relationships, careers. That is a big one. That is a very, very big question. Now, I'm just going to put this out there. As you guys know from the Girls of Summer video, I'm 19, okay? I just turned 19. I'm not thinking that far ahead, okay? I got time. But, first of all, thoughts on college. Do I have to give thoughts on college? I really don't want to. I can't say that there haven't been parts of it that I haven't enjoyed. There's been some good parts. I took a 3D printing class my very first semester, and there were parts of that that I thought were pretty good, but the quizzes were a nightmare. And it's just a lot of work compared to high school and just all the stuff that came before. I mean, I was homeschooled all my life, so college was a big step for me because it was my first time ever being public schooled, and it was college. I mean, you can't really say much else with that. But there have been parts that have been good. One of my classes right now is a robotics and automation class, and I actually am pretty much enjoying that because I'm getting to work with and control, like remotely control robotic arms that are at RVC. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Or I should say the ATC, it's Rock Valley College's Advanced Technology Center, which used to be Shopco, which is super weird that I remember that. It was a long time ago. And when I walk into that building, I can't even picture it as Shopco anymore. Like, that's off topic, but yeah, just a little fun info for you guys. But yeah, college is college. School is school. You can't say much about it. It is a child's tradition to not enjoy school to the fullest. I mean, there's kids out there who, yes, they do love learning, they do love college, they do love school, and dare I say it, but there are even kids out there who love math. And I feel sorry for those kids. I really do. One of my other friends loves math, and I just cannot understand it. But, you know, you do you. I throw no shade upon you for that. Life ahead? I honestly don't know. I am just living out each day to the best of my ability and doing the best I can. I have no idea where life is going to take me. It's all in the big man's plan. But, I mean, I'd like to try and do the DCP. I would like to try and learn how to be an Imagineer or just work at Disney in general. I mean, to be one of the characters would be amazing. To be an actor at Disney, maybe at one of their shows. Like, guys, Fantasmic, that would be awesome. I would love to do that. That would be so much fun. That would be cool, too. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. The Spooky Parade. You guys, I love Halloween season. I love spooky season. It is awesome. Probably one of my favorite times out of the year, if not my most favorite. For me, it goes like this. Spooky season, Christmas season, birthday. Probably that order. I love fall. It's so good. But yeah, I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, I can't see into the future, obviously. But life ahead, it's kind of up in the air. Don't really know what's going to happen. Still coaching gymnastics, still doing gymnastics. Love every second of that. I'm going to do theater for as long as I can. With studio and maybe so on. I don't know. But, yeah. That's basically what I got on life ahead. The topic of children. I feel like, Emily, you should have reordered relationships and kids. I feel like relationships should come first. I mean, I guess I don't have to go in order, but it makes it a little easier for me. But that's a long ways ahead, okay? I can't really elaborate on that. I honestly don't know how to elaborate on that. I really don't. But, the one thing I know you guys are dying to hear me say and address is the relationship status. Yes to the question of, are you single or not? I am still single. And honestly, I'm just living with it. 19, still single, just living with it. You know what? That's part of me is okay with it. Yes, at this point in age, yeah, I can get a little lonely. But honestly, when you have a life like I do, and to me this is a very good outlook on it. When you have a life like I do, where you have a fun job and you get to work with people that you love being around, and then you have a hobby that you love doing, aka theater. Again, getting to work with people that you love being around. It really just takes your mind off of it. And it kind of takes the attention away from the whole significant other thing. But, I mean, that's just my thing. Other people feel differently, and I'm totally cool with that. Friends of mine are in a relationship, and I support them fully, and I'm happy for them. I really am. But yeah, I support my friends who are in relationships, and I will not elaborate on that because I respect their privacy. But yeah, that's my go-to for when people ask me about relationships. I'm single, I'm living with it, but I'm happy for my friends who aren't. You know, that's just me. Careers, I feel like I addressed that in Life Ahead already, also with DCP, but a little more elaboration on that is maybe someday getting an engineering job, maybe if I go through with the going for my associate's degree in mechatronic engineering, which, guys, mechatronic engineering is a very small point of engineering that hardly anybody I know knows of. Like, everybody knows the general ones. Electric engineering, mechanical engineering, industrial engineering, so on. Mechatronic is that little gray area between mechanical and electric. That's what it is. And mechatronic focuses solely on, at least from my experience, working with the machines, working with robots, programming some. Very little math, which I'm very happy about. But, yeah, I mean, the construction point of working with machines, putting stuff together, making it work, testing it, I love that. And that focuses on mechatronics. So, yeah, maybe mechatronic-related job, not really sure, still looking. But the other thing is the DCP. I mean, with DCP, you get to work at Disney for part of the program, and I think that's amazing. Now, the other thing is the Imagineering job at Disney. I mean, I would love to do that. I would love to be a mechatronic engineer at Disney. But that is a whole other story. And I, again, feel like the career thing is just up in the air. I mean, I'm 19. I am not in a rush. But, yeah, that's my answer to all of the questions that were asked. I honestly really enjoyed getting this stuff out there. I thought it was great. So, if you guys want to see me do another Q&A vlog, please comment down below, because I would love to. And I'm very shocked. I am very shocked and slightly disappointed that I did not get any questions that related to my channel. I am very shocked. Okay, because here's the thing. When I post questions on my story on Instagram asking for voice impression suggestions or anything like that, it is blown up almost immediately. I get a lot of suggestions and requests. But for this Q&A, it was 2 people. A lot of questions, though, which I'm happy about. But it felt limited. And I guess that's okay. But, yeah, I was actually kind of shocked that there was nothing about YouTube or voice impressions or content future, stuff like that. Oh, that can also be put into the career category. I have gotten asked about this design on my shirt. Would I like to sell it on my YouTube? Yes. I would love to have merch for you guys. That would be so fun. Would I like to work for YouTube? Would I like to do YouTube as a career? Yeah. I love doing this. It's so much fun. I love doing it. Especially the Disney videos and the theater videos. I mean, those are my two favorites. But yeah, I would love to do YouTube as a career. And I would love to sell merch on my channel. Here's the thing though. I can't do that unless I get to a certain point of subscribers and views on my channel. So, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, share. I elaborate that heavily. Subscribe if you have not already. I'm sorry, you guys, but it is a topic of interest. And yeah, just if you want to see more of these Q&A vlogs and you want to get more information out of me, I feel like I'm being interviewed or questioned, like I was taken hostage and being questioned. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell so you get notifications of when I upload, because you're not gonna know when I upload unless you have notifications on. Like, that's how it works. But yeah, as always, remember, the Force is with you on this blessed day, and I will see you real soon.